So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Red Manx TV. I hope you guys are all staying safe and sound wherever you are. And first of all, I want to say a massive thank you to you guys for helping me hit 2k subs this early on. 1k was a massive goal, but to hit 2k so shortly after hitting 1k, it's a very big achievement for my YouTube channel. I've never expected to get this far, and thanks to you guys and thanks to all your support, I've managed to hit 2k subs, and I hope you just keep on going up, because I do enjoy reading your guys' comments, and I do very much appreciate you guys checking out these videos, because without you guys, I'm nothing really. I don't have anybody having any opinions on me or my my reactions to games, so it's all thanks to you guys that we've hit this, so thank you guys very much for that. But in today's video, I'll be previewing the game between Manchester United taking on RB Leipzig in our second game of our Champions League group. So make sure you guys do smash a like on the video, make sure to leave your thoughts going into the game, and let's get on to the preview. So guys, Manchester United will take on RB Leipzig this Tuesday in our second game of our Champions League campaign. And to be honest, going into it, I'm very confident of getting a result. That's probably just because we beat PSG 2-1 away from home in our return to the Champions League. But how good does it feel to be back in this competition now? Obviously, having that year absence, playing teams in the Europa League who I don't even know how to pronounce. Teams like Karabag, I think, are in it. But now we're playing the best of the best in the teams like PSG, RB Leipzig, who are going to give us a real challenge and a real test, because we're not the finished article yet. We didn't get the transfers in, so we have to rely on these players to get as far as they can in this competition. But if they play the way they did against PSG, you never know what could happen. We could get out this group, even though it is unlikely at the moment, because we still have to play RB Leipzig this Tuesday, and we still have to play Istanbul, Başakşehir away and home, and also PSG at home as well. So they're probably set out a lot different than they did at their place. I don't know why they played so bad in that game, but you know, some real tests coming up for Manchester United in the Champions League, and there is a chance we can get out of this group, considering we have started very well. Because if we manage to beat Leipzig and manage to knock off Istanbul, Başakşehir their team, it will put us in a prime position to finish top in this group. And how good will that be on our return to the Champions League, finishing above RB Leipzig and PSG? It would just be a very good thing to have, wouldn't it, going into the group stages? But you know, obviously we did play Chelsea the game after PSG, a massive blip for Manchester United. Yes, we didn't lose, we got a point, but it was the performance that angered me, and I was very disappointed in that we didn't get a result, and we had no ambition to win that game, which was disappointing as well, because we set out to counter-attack and it didn't work, and we've done that with Chelsea before, and Ole needs to learn to change up his tactics and play the right team when needed, because in that game, I don't think the lineup was correct. There was no Pogba, no Cavani, no Telles, no Matic, no Van der Beek, and you need to play your better players in these type of games. I know the likes of McTominay, Fred, I'm sure have been playing really well, but come on, would they have helped against Chelsea? Yes, they would. You need to be you need to be more harsh on the players that are playing well, because, you know, Pogba's better than McTominay, Van der Beek's better than Fred, even though Fred has been phenomenal recently. It's just facts, to be honest, and you need to play your better players, because Chelsea learned from their mistakes. They did, of course, that 4-1 result where we did beat them in the opening game of the season 2 years ago. But yeah, we managed to beat them there. They learned that about the counter-attack. They managed to set up differently and stop that, and that's why it was such a boring game, because Chelsea never had any ambition to win that game either. So it was just a possession-based game which we set out to counter-attack, and it never worked. So we set out wrong there. So we need to make sure we do set out well against RB Leipzig, because they're going to cause us many more problems than PSG, in my opinion. But let me get into my lineup, because I'm going to go with De Gea in goal, of course. Right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He doesn't lose this spot. I'm going to go with... I want to get it right, but I don't know if I want to go with what I think's going to happen or what I want, because I want to get it right. So I'm going to go with what I think's going to happen. So I'm going to go with Maguire and Lindelof. I don't think Axel Tuanzebe will start, but I get it, to be honest. He's just come back from a long-term injury, and you don't want to injure him again and have him out for another 8 or 9 months again, do you? Because he could be key to this Manchester United team. And left back, I want to say Alex Telles plays this game. I think he needs to start this game, because when he played for that last game against PSG, he played really well, and especially going forward, he created so many chances as well, and he's got a crossover genius as well, so he has to play in this game. I don't think we will set out in that three at the back again. I just thought that was because it's PSG. They're going to have much more of the ball, so we needed as many players back to try and counter-attack, and it worked to perfection in that game. But Leipzig aren't going to do that. They don't have as many dangerous players as PSG, so I do think we'll set out with a normal formation, and I'm going to go with, of course, Telles at left back, and in the middle, I'm going to go with Fred and Pogba. Yeah, I've done it. Fred and Pogba. I don't think Matic will start this game, or do I think McTominay will come in? I don't think that would be a start for Van der Beek. Of course, Ollie's came out and he said Van der Beek will get game time eventually and he'll be a key part to this team. But as Patrice Evra said in the studio for Sky, I don't get why we signed him, and I completely agree with that because it wasn't a position we need to strengthen. And Van der Beek is a player that loves to get forward in like a Bruno role, but is he going to overtake Bruno? No. Bruno's fantastic right now, and he's going to keep his spot for as long as possible. I don't think he'll lose that, to be honest, because I don't see anybody better than him at Manchester United right now. And you see the pictures of Van der Beek in the crowd. He just looks so depressed, and he doesn't deserve to be on the bench. I don't think he should have signed for Manchester United, but we'll have to see, because maybe 10 or 11 weeks later, he'll be playing every game. We'll be like, oh, damn, just remember that time he wasn't playing? So, you know, I'm going to go with Fred and Pogba, and then ahead of him, I'm going to go, of course, Bruno Fernandes, and on the left, I'm going to go Rashford, on the right, I'm going to go Greenwood, and up front, Martial. So the team is De Gea in net, Wan-Bissaka right back, Lindelof and Maguire, and then Alex Telles at left back, then Fred and Pogba in the middle, ahead of him, Bruno, on the left, Rashford, on the right, Greenwood, and up front, Anthony Martial. So that's my team going into the game, guys. Tell me what you guys think down below. I want Cavani to start, but do I think he will? No, I completely don't think he will going into this one. I maybe he'll come on as a sub, but I don't see him starting. I don't see Axel Tuanzebe starting, but I get that. But, you know, there could be contention of Shaw starting over Telles, and there could be a lot of contention of McTominay or Matic or Van der Beek coming in. So we'll have to see what Ole does, because against Chelsea, he changed it up massively, named an unchanged squad from our last Premier League game, but it just didn't work this time. So I do think he needs to get the right lineup going to this one, and maybe something similar, but, you know, that's my lineup going into the game. But let's talk more about Leipzig, because right now in the Bundesliga, I think they're near the top right now. I think they've started off really, really well. They're 6 unbeaten right now. They started really well by defeating Freiburg 3-1, no, Mainz 3-1, I think. They managed to get a draw off Leverkusen, and from then they've just got some really, really good results, and they've started well in their Champions League campaign as well, obviously beating Istanbul Başakşehir. But the way they play is what I want to talk about, because Nagelsmann, fantastic young manager. He knows how to set out a team. He knows how to get results. But the thing about Leipzig, they play such a high line that I think our counter-attacking and press will overcome that. So I do think going into this one, we can get a result if we use our counter-attacking well, because against the high line, we can set Rashford off easily, we can set Martial and Greenwood off easily, and we'll be able to create a lot of chances. But going forward, we have to be aware of Sabitzer, Schick as well, who's some good players. But at the back, of course, Klosterman, Upamecano, Holstenberg as well. Some really, really good centre-backs. Obviously, we were linked with Upamecano as well. Fortunately, he didn't come to the club, but he is a real force, and he gets the team going forward, because they do play at the back a lot. So do expect that going into this one, and do expect a high line from Leipzig. They have changed up the formation quite a bit. They do mostly go with the 3 at the back, and obviously the 2 wing backs. But they have been known for going for the 4-1-4-1. So maybe was it the 4-1? Trying to have a think, is it the 4-1? Yeah, it's a 4-1. I think it is. Yeah, it's a 4-1 they go with normally as well. So expect one of those 2 formations going into the game. But, you know, going into this one, I'm going to say for my score predictions, it's a tough one. It's at home. It's another Champions League campaign. If we set out well, like we did against PSG, I'm confident of getting a result. So I'm going to go with Manchester United 2, Leipzig 1. Going forward, I think it'll be fine just because of the way they play. But we'll have to be cautious at the back. But I do think we need to win this game as well. Because if we win this game, as I said, then we have to move on to Istanbul Başakşehir to play them, which will be confident of getting a result. And we'll be top of the group after those 3 games with 9 points. I mean, if we get to that 10 marker really quickly, then I do think we'll have a chance at finishing top of our group. But tell me what you guys think down below. It's going to be another tough Champions League game for Manchester United. watching. I've just finished watching the Arsenal game. Unlucky Arsenal. Leicester have just beaten them. But anyway, guys, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and make sure to put on post notifications so you do get the videos as soon as possible.